reclaiming recyclables, eliminating pollutants, utilizing energy. Thermal waste recycling process.
The recycling system makes use of the material left behind in the recycling process. It converts this residual waste, industrial trash, bulky refuse and sewage into reusable products, producing electricity and remote delivery heat in the bargain. First stop, the conversion drum. Here at 450 degrees Celsius, the unit produces carbonization gas and dry residue, divided into a fine and a coarse fraction. The coarse fraction consists of metals, stones, and glass. The fine fraction, carbon-rich residual matter, is burned together with the carbonization gas at about 1300 degrees Celsius. This safely destroys all organic substances, while solidly binding the inorganic matter in a glass-like granulated slag. The steam extracted from the waste heat boiler drives a turbo set, just like in a power station, to produce electricity and remote delivery heat. The smoke gas purification process has proven itself over and over again in power station engineering. It creates no wastewater. From each metric ton of refuse, only 2 or 3 kilograms remain. In other words, just a few thousandths which have to be taken to the dump. So thermal waste recycling provides double benefits. It combines the thermal conversion process with high-temperature incineration. Japan, 1995. On the outskirts of Yokohama, with its 3 million residents about 20 miles west of Tokyo. In this coastal region, land is scarcer than anywhere else in the world. In other words, there's no room for rubbish dumps. This is why, back in 1991, the Japanese Mitsui company purchased a license from Siemens for the construction of thermal waste recycling plants in the Far East. In 1994, Mitsui put this demonstration plant in Yokohama into operation. This is Mitsui Director Masayuki Sumi. In our point of view at Mitsui Engineering and Shipbuilding, the merit of this system is that it not only burns and disposes waste, it can also melt the ash by using the heat generated by burning the waste. We hope that we will contribute to the Japanese society with this system in the future. Meanwhile, the Yokohama plant has completed the 1-year permanent operation required by the Japanese authorities. Now Mitsui has official permission to supply thermal recycling plants in Japan. The first construction orders are expected for 1996. In Japan, the abbreviation for the thermal recycling process is R21. This means recycling technology for the 21st century. 4 thoroughgoing series of measurements had to be run during the 1-year demonstration period. All in all, the larger Japanese plant produced better results than the smaller German one, even though Japanese waste matter, because of its different composition, is distinctly moister than dry German residue. The granulated slag is removed here. It is an odorless, water-resistant, glassy slag, which can be used as a construction material. Even Japan's largest manufacturer of conventional trash incineration plants, namely Takuma, has now purchased a thermal waste recycling license from Siemens. Currently, more than 80% of Japan's domestic waste is incinerated in over 1,900 conventional plants. Back to Germany. After the successful exports to Japan, the thermal waste recycling era is about to begin in its home country. The first commercial plant is now under construction here in Fürth, Bavaria. It will have an annual capacity of 100,000 metric tons and will go into operation in 1997. It can produce 40 million kilowatt hours of electricity a year, enough to supply about 16,000 households. And just incidentally, 4,500 metric tons of clean iron and 500 tons of aluminum will be reclaimed from the garbage. The customer in Fürth is the Rheingau County Corporation. An additional 5 German corporations have already decided in favor of the thermal waste recycling process. And a 150,000 metric ton unit is being built in the Swiss city of Thun in Canton Bern.